on, feel free to use the chat room and we'll answer any questions. It looks like we do have at least one student here. Other students may join a little later. So we'll go ahead and get started. And again, if you have any questions, let us know those questions. If you can, put in the chat, possibly, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. If you let us know what program you're interested in to make sure that we kind of emphasize that program. And if you're not sure and you want to know about all of them, we're happy to do that too. But if you can, put into the chat and let us know what program you're interested in. So I'll tell you a little bit about us. I'll let everybody introduce themselves. I'm Lainey Dornier, and I am the program director for Kinesiology. I'll pass it over to Tyra.
Hi, I'm Tyra Mitchell. I'm an assistant program director and professor of practice.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dan Ray, and I'm a senior academic advisor, and I advise the undergraduate and graduate kinesiology programs.
Thank you all for being here today. Okay, so Ann says she met you at the University of Southern Mississippi. So welcome to our program. To tell you a little bit about our program, the School of Professional Advancement is one of 10 schools that make up Tulane University. You can see the other schools. We have social work, engineering, public health, medicine, I gotta move this, law, liberal arts, business, architecture, and Newman Tulane College. Move to the next slide. So where are we located? Tulane University is actually located in Uptown campus on St. Charles Avenue. We actually have a couple of schools across New Orleans. So you may have their other campuses that are in the CBD or the downtown area, but our campus is in the Uptown campus, which is the traditional Tulane campus, is where SoPA is. That big "Where You Belong" is actually from our SoPA building on campus in Richardson Building, which is also the picture you see. It's a very picturesque campus, beautiful with lined oak trees and a beautiful place to work and to go to school and to be able to walk around campus also. We're going to tell you a little bit about our Tulane programs, our Tulane faculty, and our Tulane degrees that we offer within kinesiology as part of this presentation. So this is a little bit about what we're going to tell you about today. The learning experience you'll have at SoPA and Tulane, our programs and our faculty, the student support, which we have excellent student support for students, and a little bit about our affordability and flexibility for students. Our faculty, we have a diverse faculty. We're very proud of our faculty. We talk about this in our programs, is that our faculty actually, or a lot of them are adjuncts that are actually working in the fields that they're teaching in. And we think that provides a very rich teaching environment for our students, where they get to actually meet people working in the field that are actually teaching the courses in the areas that they're learning. And this is some examples of our faculty. Ted Vicky, who is the founder and president of Fitwell, a fitness consulting company. He actually worked in the White House under the Obama administration and ran the fitness center at the White House. Irina Terashenko, who is a national pickleball champion and also is a tennis coach. And so she teaches some of our coaching classes. Mary Parrish, who's a licensed professional counselor and owner of NOLA Mindful Counseling, and she teaches our course in mental health. And Cornell Sneed, who teaches several of our courses in our graduate sport management, our sports studies program. And he actually used to be at Tulane University and now is an assistant professor at Benedict College teaching courses in sport management. So we're here to talk a little bit about the kinesiology program. And kinesiology is the study of human movement. Whether you study that from the perspective of healthcare or sports, it is the study of human movement. And we'll tell you a little bit about our programs, both undergraduate and our one graduate program, where we study kinesiology from that human movement perspective. It is talking about tools you'll need for a healthy lifestyle. And we cover a variety of courses. Some of them are listed here, and we certainly have a lot more courses that are offered at both our undergraduate and graduate level. I'll let Tyra take over.
Yeah, so I'll discuss a little bit of our undergraduate programs. We have a Bachelor's of Art in Health and Wellness. Both of these degrees require 120 credits. And there's availability of on-ground with some online courses. And, you know, the health and wellness BA is more of kind of that holistic and kind of the fitness realm, nutrition, behavioral health, personal trainer. And then for the exercise science, this is really geared for individuals who are interested in going on into kind of the allied health or medical fields. This is a great option for those students who plan on going on to be a part of the medical fields, but also really great foundation for personal trainers and coaches as well.
We also offer a Master of Science in Sports Studies, and our Master of Science in Sports Studies, as the title might suggest, focuses on areas of sport. So we do, for the master's degree, it offers 11 online courses. One of those is internship, Kinesiology 7000 internship, which Tyra Mitchell oversees all of our internship experiences. The careers in sports studies would be things like an athletic director, head coach, a director of sport management, event and stadium security. Next slide. This master's degree, offers 4 certificate programs, one in sport administration, sport security, sport coaching, or sport medicine. So students can choose any 2 of those certificate programs or 8 courses across those certificate programs as part of the master's degree. Next slide. That program does have a stackable certificate program. So you can use, each certificate has 4 courses. And so you can complete those 4 courses for a certificate. So students could come and decide just to work on a certificate or work on the certificate as part of the master's degree. It is less expensive than a full degree to get the certificate, and it is a base of knowledge in the industry specific to that area of sports, like sports medicine, sport coaching, or sport administration. One of the things we're proud of in our degree program is that our graduate degree program is completely online. And all of our courses go through an online development workshop. One, so that they have a similar feel, so students aren't trying to figure out based on how each faculty developed that class. But also, we're really proud of our online classes because they're very interactive. They're not just students sitting in front of a computer and completing work. We want students to be interacting with each other, engaged with the subject matter, and also engaged with their colleagues in the class and the faculty member. So we really give students situational topics that mimic real world scenarios and have them working like in the field of sports. We try to have a variety of learning styles in our classes to adapt to students that have a variety of learning styles. Next slide. All right, this is Dan's area.
All righty, yeah. So student support and success. When you become one of our students, you'll have an academic advisor assigned to you to kind of help and guide you all along the way from the start to the end of the program. But we have several resources available to students, a tutoring center, among others. We have a research library that you'll have access to. Oops, I muted myself, sorry, among other things. As Lainey had mentioned, the faculty with industry experience, they teach in the fields that they work in pretty much. We have a great alumni network, a lot of great networking opportunities, and we have a great career advisor as well who can help you with, touching up your resume or look for a job, a lot of different areas there that she can assist you with. Next slide. Excuse me.
I'm so sorry. I just finished my class, so I didn't like turn on or say anything right now.
No worries. Feel free to jump in with questions at any point. Are you looking at the master's program or the undergraduate
Yes,
program?
sir. Yes, sir. Plus a master's degree.
Okay, so yeah, the master's program, I mean, this transfer credit part here is for undergraduates. We do accept transfer credit in the master's program. You just have to speak to Dr. Dornier where we have to see a syllabus to see about getting that approved. If you're looking to transfer in any credits towards the MS in sports studies, and credit for prior learning is another option where you can potentially get up to 6 credits as a graduate student if you have some kind of prior work experience or knowledge that could potentially transfer over to college credit. There's a process for doing that can save on some tuition costs as well. Next slide. For affordability, there you'll see our tuition rates. For the graduate program, it's $12.10 per credit. Each course is 3 credits. There's 11 courses in the program. Financial aid is available, and you'll see the amounts there. And the scholarships, we have some discounts for students who enroll early by set deadlines. If you have financial aid questions, you can go to the Tulane Financial Aid website. It's financialaid.tulane.edu, and there's a SoPA box at the top of the page that can kind of guide you through the whole entire financial aid process. So I'd be your academic advisor for the program, and you'll have a separate financial aid advisor assigned to you because they are the only ones who have access to that kind of information. If you are a veteran or you work in public safety, such as firefighter, police officer, anything like that, there's also potential tuition discounts that are available to you too. Next slide. All right, yeah, so application process is pretty straightforward. You apply at our website, sopa.tulane.edu, and then hit the apply button at the top or just type in the /apply. The $50 application fee is waived for you for attending this webinar today. You'll need to upload your government issued ID, and then you need official transcripts sent directly from all your prior institutions to Tulane SoPA. Personal statements also required for admission into the graduate program, among other things. Yeah, and then government ID, driver's license, something to identify you by, you'll have to upload as well. Next slide.
And I'm gonna jump in. Make sure when you do apply that you really pay attention to the application and asking for information, because that's the only information we can use to make a decision. So students that don't do a really good job with those statements sometimes get denied access simply because they don't take the time to write a really good statement in the application.
And next slide, I believe. Yeah, early enrollment, that was as mentioned. For the spring semester, I believe the deadline is December 1st. So if you are admitted and enrolled by December 1st, you get a one-time $500 early enrollment discount. And then you see the other deadlines there. If you come in for the spring, if you come in for the summer, that is an option for students as well, looking to save on some costs. Next slide. Excuse me. All right, yeah, thanks. That's it. I'll pass it back to Dr. Dornier, and if you have any questions, feel free to start asking.
Yeah, so thanks, Pasui. Am I saying your name correctly? Pasui?
That's right, ma'am.
Okay, good. Thanks for coming to the webinar, and we'll be happy to answer any questions. If you have questions for us, you have us as a captive audience, and we're happy to answer your questions. And again, if you leave the webinar and you forget that you wish you would have asked questions, feel free to reach out to any of us or actually anybody at SoPA. You can get onto our website and ask anybody. We're very helpful with students. We want to help students as much as we possibly can.
So I have a question between the master's degree and the certificate.
Yes.
What is the difference between those two?
So the certificate is a 4-course certificate program. So you only take courses and you get a certificate that's awarded from Tulane University. The master's degree is a degree program. It's 33 hours. So it's 11 classes, 33 hours. And when you finish with that, you would have a master's degree in sports studies, as opposed to a certificate in a specific area of sports studies. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's gonna be like fully online for this course?
Yep. So the certificate programs and the master's degree are fully online. All the classes are online.
Okay.
I do
And
want to.
any, yes, ma'am.
I just want to say, just looking at this slide, the internship for the graduate program, there's an option to do an internship, which wouldn't necessarily be fully online, although like how we do it from the academic side is online. But you would find an internship that potentially you would be, in person for that. So just keep that in mind. But there's also an option for a capstone project. So it says internship here, but there's internship / you could choose a capstone project to also do and fulfill that requirement.
But you can do that wherever you are. You don't have to be on Tulane's campus.
Yes, thank you.
Understood. Thank you so much. I got it.
Sure. Any other questions you have for us?
No, right now, if I have question, I'll email you guys.
That sounds great. Well, thanks for coming today, and everybody
Thank
have
you
a
so
beautiful
much.
day today.